Hey guys, it's Hey Sophia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video, I'm going to be doing another video for my Ugly Blockling series. So if you are new to my channel, I have a series going called the Ugly Blockling, which is basically where it's kind of the same thing as the Ugly Duckling, where I turn ugly blocks into something beautiful. So I've already done 4 houses for this series, I believe. One is my magma block house, I have my purple house, my granite block house, and I also have my sponge house. So today I'm going to be doing a gravel house tutorial. So shout out down below to Exploding Creeper, who has asked me if I could do a gravel house. I think although gravel's got the falling effect, it can be really great to do a house. I'm going to be doing a kind of like a traditional American suburban style house today. So I like it because if you look at some American style suburban houses, they've got the rock walls on the first floor, and then the second floor they'll do wood paneling, or sometimes you have single story homes where it's rock like quite up to the roof and then it's a little bit of wood paneling. So we're going to try and replicate that today. So we're going to start out here with my garage. So you can make this as wide or as not wide as you want. You can make this a single car garage, or you could make this you don't even have to make this a garage. You could turn this into part of the home if you don't like the idea of a garage. It's completely up to you what you'd like to be doing. We're going to be making our garage area 4 blocks. Well, the bottom floor in general, we're going to make it 4 blocks high, because we're going to make the inside of our house actually 1 block higher. So as you can see, I can probably fit 2 cars. This is probably about a double car garage. We're also going to have a little front deck area just to the side there, but I'm going to do the main base of my house here. Like I said, you can make this as big or small as you want. Because I'm doing a 2-story suburban house, I'm making this a little bit bigger, but it's up to you. So that will be my little front deck area there. And like I said, you want it 4 blocks high. So what I'm going to do though, I'm going to speed up now and do that. There we go. So there are my walls all completed and done. I think 4 blocks is really quite good. You probably wouldn't want to go too high, otherwise you start making it look a little bit awkward and fake. Just remember that gravel blocks do fall like that. So sometimes I find it easier because of the motion effect to delete up and then going down, like from up down. But yeah, so we're going to do my garage door here. I'm going to be doing a steel frame one. So there's 2 things I like to do. I either like to use the iron block like that, or I like to do the quartz pillar sideways, because it kind of looks like the old style garage doors, which were like metal sheeting that would roll up. So we're going to go for that effect on the front of the house here. The other reason being is that I want my garage to be white so it matches all the accents of my house, which will be quartz block. And for my second floor now that I'm building, we're going to be doing like a few roof details on this house to give it a little bit more something. My second floor, I'm going to be using the cyan. I'm terrible with words, English. We're going to be using the cyan hardened clay because it's kind of like a painted wood paneling, so I actually really like it to match the grey. I think it's really great. But there we go. Like my gravel, I've gone 4 blocks up with that one as well. We are going to be I will go 1 higher eventually, because I don't like how the windows will sit with the roofing that I do at the front. But we're going to get started on my roofing now. So I'm going to be using the stone brick block for my roofing because I like the grey tile look that it gives. We're going to I'm going to show you how I do my roofing here and what you shouldn't do. So as you can see, I've kind of gone around the edges of my walls here, and then the next thought you would think would be, oh okay, I'll just go down 1 more, which is fine. You can see it's working fine. But then once you get to this side of the house, you can see you've got this really big gap, and then to have an overhang, you'd have to go off the roof with slabs, and it just doesn't look nice. So the way I like to kind of rectify that problem is I just grab stone bricks and then I will make an edging and then I start my stone staircases. That way you're kind of you're just pulling the roof out a little bit more, and as you can see it will work with the overhang now. I'll just quickly do that. And we'll do this side as well. I will be fixing this up a little bit more later as well because we will be doing a quartz slab trimming. We'll do that one there. But as you can see, just by doing that and then a little bit of slabs, that looks a lot better. You can also add more detail if you don't like that. Just play around, add some more stone brick, and I think that's looking really good now. So that is the base of our roof now, and we're going to get started on our windows. I am going to skip ahead and not show how I do all my windows, but I do think it looks better not right up against the roof, so I will make my wall up the top one block higher, which I will do in a second. I'm going white for my windows because I think it looks a little bit better than the clear. I just like that it kind of matches the white accents of my house. I also added this entryway, but I'm going to get rid of that because I don't like it. We'll do another one. But yeah, I'm using white windows because I think it looks a little bit better with the white accents. It also kind of takes out some of the grey of the roof and the gravel, so I really like the white accent roof there. Sorry, not the white accent roof, the white accent windows. But yeah, we're also going to do a entryway here that kind of looks like, oh, there's my doggy. We're going to make an entryway here that kind of looks like it's overhanging the house. So we're going to have it coming down, white trim there, and then we're going to continue that trim along our garage door that we made, that trim over that roof there. And I think this is looking quite nice now. You want to try, if you can, always try and include a trim on your roofing. It kind of looks like a guttering kind of effect, which I really like. You don't have to if you can't though, it's up to you. If it's easier not to use quartz if you're in survival, that's fine. You could always try using cobblestone and play around and see how that looks, but I think the quartz pulls away from the grey and really helps. That's why at our entryway here, we're also going to be using quartz because again, like I said, it cuts away from all the grey that we have in our build. Even the cyan hardened clay is quite grey looking, so that's what we're going to cut through. We're going to add some pillars here for our main kind of detail, and then our railings, I've got quartz slab there, but I might make it the iron trapdoors actually. That might look a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. We'll move that there. So that looks a little bit better, more like thin railings for a place. And we'll continue the staircase look up, so that way it's not so much gravel, but we'll keep I'll remove this gravel in here and on the left side, but I'll keep it on the right side so it continues as kind of like the base kind of level. But we're going to start on the roof now. I'm not going to show you how to completely do the top roof. Basically, it's the general roof where it's like just you go up and then in one layer up. I am going to make my front window though a little kind of archway in window. There we go. So you can see I kind of continued my wall up into a kind of like a pyramid for a little bit more detail. But very simple to do my roof. I just went up and up and up, and then when it got to a flat level where I couldn't do the stairs anymore, I just started doing slabs and then going gradually up with slabs up the top. And I also added a little roof corner to my back area there because I like the way it looks. You don't have to do a roof though. You could have done a little deck up there, or you could have just continued it to the edge and made it a bedroom. It's up to you. So I'm just making a fireplace now out of cobblestone because I think it's kind of a rusticy looking nice block. We're going to be kind of making it uneven, so you want to be using by the way, I'm making this 4 blocks wide so that way on the inside I could have a 2 block wide fire. We're going to be making it look uneven with staircase blocks and slabs, kind of making it look like it's natural blocks that have been built up. I'm not going to show all of this though because I'm also going to be cutting through the cobblestone a little bit with andesite and also the stone block. And up the top, like you can see there, I've just added some detail with some cobwebs for smoke. I'm going to do a few more details now around the house on the exterior. I'm just going to continue the edging of the roof the full way around, and I'll fill this in here with a stone brick so it's not hollow. Just another way to add some more detail and kind of split up the look of the house on these sides where you don't have roofing or chimneys or things like that. We're also going to be adding some more gravel up here to kind of make this like a feature little window with gravel. You could continue it on a little bit more if you want like this. It's up to you though. I'm just trying to include as much gravel as I can in this house because this is showing you how to make gravel into a house. But I'm just going to be keeping with the gravel that I'm doing. So a few more details you could add to your house as well. I'm just skipping by here and grabbing things. Suburban houses, I really like to add aerial antennas. I think they just add a little bit more detail. I like to add one little one and then I do a big one like that there. And we're also going to be adding some window detail. So if you could add window sills to your house if you want, up to you. You could add little window covers. I'm going to be adding window covers to my 2 wide windows, simply barrier blocks to make sure the window can stand there, and then I put my iron door on top there, and it kind of looks like cool little window sill covers. Another thing I like to do, if you grab a dispenser and put it in the ground and then a iron fence on top like that to a corner, I think it makes a really good like guttering, like a drainage pipe. So that's another detail I like to do when I'm doing houses on the odd occasion, or even commercial buildings as well. But I'm not going to show you the interiors and how I do the gardens of my house. It's up to you. As you can see here, I've just made mine very simple. I've gone spruce for my floorings. For the second floor, I made it 2 blocks wide, so that way, because you got 5 blocks high for your walls, you just want to bring it up. So I did 2 blocks. I've made very simple interiors. I've kind of kept it kind of like modern, suburban. And then for the inside of my garage, I did just concrete flooring because it's a garage. So that's basically the interiors of my house. I think they're quite cozy. I'm going to show you how to start the fence. I'm going to do something similar to that one. I'm basically going to do gravel 1 block high at the front yard, and then around the edges of my yard I will be 2 blocks high with my gravel block. I will also be placing a stone slab on top as a kind of an accent and make a trim. But there you go, you can see my garden there. I'll link down below my 5 ways to improve your garden video and also my plant design video. That will give you a good idea about how I do gardens, but I try and keep it like really simple. I like to have a few features in my garden. I like to do my plants naturally. I think this looks really nice. So you can see I also added a back door there. There's my barbecue. I added a back door and a little cover just to have an entrance to the backyard from the back side of my house. I also made my driveway the pathway block, but that's only because my little town here is kind of rural, so they don't really have driveways. So I made a pathway block driveway, but feel free to use whatever like road block that you have in your house, in your neighborhood that you've built on. But yeah, so there is my gravel block suburban house tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if you would like me to do anything for my ugly blockling series. But like always guys, thank you so much. Thank you.